Hey guys, I'm here today to react to BTS's new song called UGG, and this is Rap Line song. And I have been dying to react to this one because I'm just super excited for Rap Line's content because they always go really hard. They always have like so much meaning behind their songs, and like either they're just really like going hard and proving a point, or it's like savage or just something, but like every time it just their songs really hit. Like they're really genius, I feel like. And yeah, I've been dying to hear this one. And this is like little plug here. I'm gonna say this in every video I film tonight because I get to. So the makeup on my face right now is actually from VT Cosmetics and BTS's makeup line they did together. And I'm filming a video about it right now, working with VT Cosmetics, which is so cool for me. So I'm gonna like plug this every chance I get because I'm wearing the makeup right now. But yeah, I just filmed about it and I'm so excited for that video. So when it comes out, which is soon, please do check it out. It would mean a lot to me. I'm just like super excited about this because it's like combining two of my favorite things, BTS and makeup. So I'm hyped. But anyway, yeah, back to the song. I think I was just watching DKDK TV, I believe, who said that, I'm pretty sure they were talking about this song when they said that it has a lot of Korean like wordplay in it, and like I don't know that I'll be able to pick up on all of it. Maybe some things, but like I don't think my knowledge is extensive enough to the point where I would pick up on like most, like if it's something that only Koreans would know and it would be hard for like someone just learning the language to pick up on, then like I probably won't. But anyway, we'll see. I hope I can catch as much as possible, and if there's anything I miss, I'll look into that afterward as well because I'm really interested. So yeah, like that makes sense for them to do something like that. It just feels very like BTS rap line to have a lot of like wordplay and like interesting things worked in like that. But anyway, let's go. Okay. That's right. Oh, this is catchy as hell. Being angry about being angry, that's the next level. So you become... Wait, Jacob, becoming my... Song is so good. I'm telling you, they always make a statement. It's not like you can just turn it off. Why does this part sound so familiar to me? Why do I feel like I've heard something similar? From BTS. Wait. It reminds me of Shadow. Like the I don't know what the word is, beat, tempo, I don't know musical terms. But like the part at the end. Damn, okay. That was a lot to try to process. There were definitely parts where like I wasn't quite keeping up. Which is why like I really like to like figure everything out in here, all the like things that are coded into this, because like I want to fully understand what they're saying. I'll try and go through like what I can, but there's definitely going to be things that don't quite click with me. To try and become a doormat. I think I'm seeing what they're getting at. I feel like one of the concepts throughout this song is this idea that like once you're at the top you're expected to just not have feelings anymore. Like when people like say shit about you, you're supposed to just take it and like brush it off just because you're famous. Like that's not how that works. Like you can't just be like happy and stable all the time just because you succeeded, you know, like you're still a human being. I think that's what they're trying to get at. Like if you complain, like despite being at the top, like if you complain about your situation, then like people look down upon you for that. When in reality, like they're still human, you know, just because like you achieve something doesn't automatically mean your life is going to be perfect forever, you know? What are they getting at here? Touching for no reason, there's no reaction response. Is this about haters, I wonder, trying to like get on their nerves, but then like they just ignore it? Because I know, like, if it is SUGA's part, I know he says that like he doesn't see hate comments, like he just doesn't go online to anywhere where he could see them. So he doesn't look at anything like that. He's like, if you haters want me to see your comments, sorry, I don't. You know, like he said something along those lines. So I'm wondering if that's what he's kind of getting at here. Like people are wasting their time hating, and like when they don't get a response, then this place, everyone becomes a person with perfect moral thinking and judgment. That's funny. This place he's referring to, I feel like it's talking about like that top status again, where like, you know, when you idolize someone, everything about them just seems perfect to you, even though they're just people. Like you just think like they're the greatest, like end all be all person like in the world. Like, oh my god, don't you dare touch my idol, that type of thing, you know, like as if they're perfect. I think that's what they're getting at here. Like that's ridiculous to think that just because like someone's successful that suddenly like they're perfect, or like the image that they present to the world is actually like really them. You know, like of course they're not going to show you their horrible side. Like everyone has like a dark side and things about themselves that they're not proud of, but they're for the most part not going to put that out there into the world, because when you're an idol you're supposed to like protect your image at all costs. And I think what they're getting at is that like it's silly that people think that idols are like these perfect beings, you know, who like could do no wrong. Okay, it might just be our history that changes the world too. Our history is in BTS's history. I mean, he's saying, like, to maybe change that perception. Pretending it's anger and killing real anger. A lot of people with no number to get tired of. Where's the word number here? Another moment where I'm slightly questioning the translation. Something seems a little bit off. Seems like a lot of people who can't get tired of something. I'll have to try and like decode all this more in depth later. Like really look into like the meaning of every word. Like in theory, like I see the words and I get them, but like putting it all together is so much harder. Like for me with songs, like even if I understand everything in the song, like I can understand all the little phrases in a song, but putting them together into a grand meaning is so much harder, especially in another language that like you're not as familiar with. So this is something like I definitely want to like go through on my own, like in depth later, or like look stuff up online, or maybe like even ask one of my friends who's fluent in Korean and like they can help me out maybe with figuring out like all the little details and meanings of things, you know? So we'll see. But yeah, I feel like based on just this, it's gonna be really hard to understand things. You're not only killing me, we're used to stepping on poop. Huh. You're not only killing me. Who are they talking to? That's so interesting that they're saying that feces and indifference are a team. Where you'd think that, like, feces assuming, like, negativity in a sense, or, you know, being frowned upon, and then indifference not caring. You'd think those are two different things that counteract each other. But saying that they're a team is really interesting. Huh. I'm gonna have to think, like, a lot more in depth about this. This is, like, not... It's, like, almost 1 a.m. My brain isn't, like, properly working. But, yeah, like, there's so much depth to this to look into. Another thing I'm noticing, though, is, like, I definitely see the play on words. Like, there's a lot of words that, like, sound very similar, and, like, they're really utilizing that for the rap and, like, making it all just flow. I've learned, last semester I took a rhetoric class at university and learned a little bit about, like, how rap songs are constructed to create, like, this flow with, like, wordplay and with, like, the beats and everything, and, like, I'm seeing some of this in action here, really. I'm very impressed. And this part is just really intense. Like, they're just, like, this song is just, like, them being done with all the bullshit. That's what it seems like. I get angry at the pent-up anger towards evil. That's so interesting. It's like they're angry at the fact that, like, they have to be angry at these, like, shitty people, you know? Yeah, and, like, this too, like, being angry at yourself for, like, not being able to get over something, or for, like, still being angry about something that, like, you should be over by now. That's, like, another kind of anger. Yeah, I got confused earlier, because when I heard Jega, I assumed it's the one that means, like, myself, but, like, this is different. It's spelled differently, so I was wrong there. Like, I've been having trouble figuring out what that word means. It's not just, really just him, is it? Yeah, I'm gonna have to, like, ask a Korean friend about this, and, like, figure all this out. This is a big-ass mood. This is, like, me on a daily basis. Just, until I break. That got really negative, I'm sorry. Positivity. Anger rules this world. Seems like if there's no anger, then no one can live. I mean, to an extent, yeah. They're right. Like, I once learned in 6th grade, I remember my one teacher saying that, like, the driving emotion for human beings is fear. Like, everything we do is out of fear of something. And it's interesting, like, to see this being said with anger. But yeah, they have a point. There's no one in the world that hasn't been angry before. I wonder who's they're talking to in this song. It's maybe just, like, a general statement. Like, the more you get angry, the more insane you'll go. But, like, somehow, I don't want to say that they're supporting it, but it's almost like this acknowledgement of the fact that, like, this is how it works. Like, people keep, like, overworking themselves over things that, like, maybe it don't need to be a huge deal until, like, they go crazy, but, like, people, like, that's just what people do. The reasons of getting angry are tens of thousands, good and evil both. It goes hard to all. Indeed. Angry at damaging someone else's life, I don't like that. Yeah. See, this is where, like, yeah, if you take out your anger on, like, random people who are, like, undeserving of it, that's pretty shitty. Like, of course you can be in a bad mood sometimes. That's not, like, it's not like I'm always, like, sunshine and flowers, like, nice to everyone, you know, like, I get in shitty moods too, but, like, to the point where it's, like, you're intentionally negatively affecting someone, that's just, that ain't it. I feel like this part is, like, at the haters kind of thing, you know, like, stop wasting your time and, like, screwing with people just because, like, you have anger issues and, like, there's something unresolved in your own life, you know? Someone's action, someone hurts. When someone's indecency, someone becomes hopeless. Yeah, exactly. Like, you really gotta be careful and, like, just be nice to people. You never know what someone's going through, and, like, there's no use putting that kind of negative, shitty energy out there towards other people who did nothing to deserve it. Like, hating on people is just, there's really no justification. someone's instant becomes someone's moment, that someone's anger becomes someone's life. This part almost seems like they're saying some people will, like, take things harder than you realize. Because, like, you might have just, like, instantaneously said something, but to someone else, that's going to be something that they remember for a long time, and it can affect them more than you know. And again, like, the anger, like, can become someone's life. I feel like they're saying, like, this in terms of, like, affecting other people negatively. Or it could even be about your own, to be honest. Like, your own anger could become your own life and overtake you, but also your anger can ruin someone else's life. What's so bad about being sweared at? You earn money well, why are you whining again? See, there we are again at that point about, like, oh, because you're monetarily successful, you're not allowed to have feelings anymore, because, like, your life is great, like, why on earth would you be affected about anything, you know? Like, who cares if people don't like you? You've got money, like, just ignore it, like, you have, like, you know, like, you're above the problems, pretty much, like, you're above being affected by other people, is, like, kind of the mentality a lot of people have, but, like, no, that's such BS, like, of course people are still gonna be upset if they're being sweared at, like, money can't fix everything. Like, relations have significance too. If you've made me do it, endure everything. Here I feel like they're saying, like, this is what haters would say to them. Like, you made me swear at you, so just, like, deal with it. Or maybe not. Cause, like, made me do, I feel like the verb, like, shikida is more like to make someone, literally make someone do something, or force them, or, like, to order them to do it. Yeah, no. I definitely have to, like, get help on interpreting this. I'm just not at the place of knowing Korean well enough to be able to, like, understand all the, like, the undertones and, like, the nuances of what they're saying. Alright, so seems like that's all we've got. But, like, yeah, that was definitely a lot to try to interpret, and I'll definitely need to get some help to make sure that, like, I really get the full meaning out of this song, because I really want to. Like, I don't want to let anything slip by, because their work is so incredible. Like, they really put together masterpieces, these three, so I really want to make sure, like, I get this, and, like, all the little details and everything they've put into it. Like, even now, like, despite not being able to get every single reference in this, like, I can tell just how incredibly, like, particular so much of this is, and, like, how well it was put together, like, both, like, the lyrics, the producing itself, like, the song, like, it really incredible. They blow my mind every single time. So yeah, alrighty. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you'd like, you can follow me on Instagram at Alice on the Internet, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye everyone.